So those kinship terms aren't used anymore. You know, there's only my generation that still remembers those words. And of course, my first name, A Blossom, was Moon of the Whirling Wind. How much it's changed my life since. I remember to get that back. And I know our elder, Noel, talks about the shaken tent ceremony. That's where my name came back from. I went to a shaken tent ceremony. And, you know, just like anybody else, you have these doubts. You have these doubts that, you know, especially when you're the first. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, I did forget my phone. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I did have those doubts when I attended the shaken tent ceremony. Yeah, Leland, yeah. Do you have?
Your back, my planner is in your back. My planner.
No, it's on. I left it on the desk. It's on the chair at the office. Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. This is actually David Purley. Some of his slides are he helped present some of this information, so you'll see his work and stuff. So Leland, just wanted to give him credit. Yeah, yeah. So okay, where were we?
Your name.
The name and stuff. So
From
yeah,
the shaken
from the
tent.
shaken tent. So what happened was back in 1994, there was a woman by the name of Sue Ellen Robinson from Garden River in Ontario, and she was inviting people from around the world to come to her territory to just do ceremony. Some were fasting for 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. Some were doing 10. I was just going to go for 2, you know, so because it was my first time. So my friends that I traveled with from New Brunswick, they go, Imelda, there's this elder in the shaken tent, and he's giving out spirit names. And I thought to myself, and I says, well, I don't want one from an Ojibwe elder. I want one from a Wolastoqey elder. So I'll just wait for my spirit name. I'm here for my language. So, so of course, they let me go. 2 days later, you've got to do this. You're the only one that's not doing it. So eventually I said, okay. So we all had to offer tobacco. So I took my tobacco pouch, and I'm standing in line with, there must have been about 30 people. And some he would give and some he wouldn't, because he could tell whether they were ready for a name or not, and he would say, not yet. Next, not yet. Next, oh, and then I would hear thunder and rain and ocean and animal sounds, and I'm thinking Wizard of Oz, because I bet you he's playing, because we don't see the elder. He's behind this, you know, curtain. So when it was my turn, and I'm hesitantly giving my tobacco pouch to him, and all of a sudden he said, you're ready. And then right away, my grandmother's voice came. And I know my grandmother had already passed about 10 years prior, that there's no way this man would have known what my grandmother, because she told me, A Blossom Wes Gizgil Kizimilin, I've already named you A Blossom Wes. And the emotions that came from that, so I went and I sat down, cried it out, and I realized, wow. So my friend said, and I said, A Blossom Wes, and she goes, that's your traditional name, but you still have to earn spirit names. So A Blossom is my traditional name, and it's been keeping me going with the work that I do now. Munguinalog is from my elder, Charles Salmon. He was a medicine man, and I apprenticed with him for over 20 years, and his spirit name was Zamagwan, which means water, and Alog is cloud, and rainbow cloud means that my teachings are to share with others, not just Indigenous people, because my elder said rainbow isn't just one color. You have to know the different shades of our human families. Therefore, your teachings are going to help all families, and that's what rainbow cloud means. On my left spirit is Okmikumiwan, grandmother rain. It's the kind of rain where, it's gentle. It's the one that you can just put your face in it, it doesn't hurt. The grandfather rain is the one that makes puddles, but it's still fun because we can then go play in the puddles. So they're both good, energy rains and stuff. So that's why we've been taught not to complain about rain. And trust me, I've been to places where there wasn't enough water for people to drink, where there were plants just falling over because there was not enough rain. And this place that I was at in Arizona, the Hopi elder I was in his classroom, and there was a couple drops that came on the classroom window. And I remember thinking, the rain, just a couple drops. And the elder noticed those 2 drops, and he stopped class, and he said, everybody out, the entire university went out on the football field, and we thanked for those 2 drops of rain. I was so ashamed being from New Brunswick, and I always complained about the rain and the weekends. And I thought, I will never, ever complain about rain again. And before I left, we did a rain dance. We celebrated for the rain, and because they did get a good shower after that and stuff. So it was just amazing. So that's important to know about me. Is my identity is what makes me walk, what makes me talk, what makes me feel, what makes me honor, and what makes me who I am is this. So thank you. You want to switch slides for me now? We're going to go into